Hello, and welcome to How to Play D&D, the explainer podcast where one experienced enter costume here and one failed Santa discuss D&D topics. My name is Connor, the workshop Kinsey, and my ridiculously inadequate pod partner is Lewis Lots of Toys McCaffery. Hello, Lewis.
Hello, Connor.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
No, I weren't.
I wasn't expecting this.
Well, neither was I, to be honest. I do have lots of toys, and I'm ashamed that you've been looking under my bed again.
Oh yeah, they're not toys for kids, that's for sure.
Neither
of us, our mouths are moving on here. It's quite funny.
I mean, I've tried to cut a hole in my mouth, but it didn't really work.
It's true. It's definitely a blowhole.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure. I had no idea what Lewis was going to be. That's why I put enter costume here, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted it to be a surprise.
Scary. All right. Well, can you guess what today's episode is about?
I'm gonna guess that this is. Well, like we said, this is probably part 2 for the Halloween episode.
It is indeed. No, it's 2024's Christmas special. Last year we did 1 episode, you hosted that.
I did.
This year we're going to do 2 episodes, and they're both going to come out probably around the same couple of days before Christmas. So what you're listening to now. So you will get a second one after this one pretty soon.
Look at you. Should we swap costumes for that?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure. Okay, so, well, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so today's special episode is of course Christmas themed. Christmas is a magical time of year because arguably there's an unspoken 2-week window in which you can split up with your partner, tell your family what you really think of them, or deny the kids a father. And although not everyone does this, there will be members of your family who are dying for it to happen. Ho ho ho!
And that's the Christmas spirit, kids.
Right, the serious stuff now.
Ooh.
Lewis, I watched all 188 episodes of Naked and Afraid and all 164 films featuring Santa Claus, according to Wikipedia, before deciding to give Santa a stat block for today's session.
Ooh.
What am I doing?
I'll be honest, I don't know how you went from naked shows to Father Christmas.
Well, they go hand in hand.
It sounds like you've got a kink for people dressed in red with big white beards, so I know what I'm dressing up for your girlfriend's next Halloween costume.
I've got a kink for the big man in red undressing.
Oh.
And being alone.
Yeah,
and I watch
who
him
doesn't?
on TV.
Who doesn't?
Okay, yeah, so today we're going to write up a stat block for Santa Claus.
Ooh.
And of course post it for our listeners to use in their games.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, nice, yeah. Let us pray to the D&D gods that this is worth everyone's time.
It won't be.
Alright, so, annoyingly I've only got 3 here. Sorry if you're listening to this rather than watching it. I got 3 D6 here.
It's some more shit ASMR for you.
Yes, there you go. We are going to roll them. You're going to roll them.
Okay, you're going to have to tell me what it says. I can't see shit.
So, you roll them, get the stats going, I'll write them down.
Okay. First one. Oh wait, and I'll re-roll the 1.
6, 1,
oh,
5.
So that is...
What we got there? 14?
14.
Okay.
Re-roll that. Oh, 2 6s. Oh, beautiful. 17.
Cool. 17.
Oh, 2
nice.
6s again.
Oh.
I've dropped a dice.
He can't get the stuff.
And I can't see.
That was a 16 though, without the 4th dice. Incredible.
Without one.
It's going to be a long episode.
Oh!
3 6s.
3 6s.
So 18.
There's an 18. This
Right.
is why I roll dice. For
Yeah,
stats.
incredibly good. Set that one.
6, 2, and 3. So re-roll 2. Oh. So keep for 2. So 11.
11.
How many more do I need?
2 more.
So 10. 15.
15.
These are very good.
These are incredible. Santa's going to kick ass.
Yeah. 3, so re-roll the 1.
Okay.
15.
15. Right, so we're not going to roll twice because it would take forever on the podcast. 14, 17, 18, 11, 15, 15.
Woohoo.
Right, next question. What class are we thinking for Santa Claus?
Oh, see, I don't know. I feel like he needs spells. I feel like he needs to be a half caster or something.
Okay, so And then we're going to put these numbers into the stats.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what. Let's go through the classes. I think. So it's not. I don't think I'd say he's a barbarian.
Not a barbarian.
He's not a bard.
Maybe come closer to the mic just to because masks.
Yep. So maybe a bard actually.
Bard. Okay.
A bard. Or no, I'd say a bard.
Okay.
Do you agree?
I'll go for it, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go for it. Yeah, I'm down.
Yep.
Oh, maybe a paladin.
See, I thought paladin maybe, so...
Paladin.
Know what? Paladin, I'm happy with paladin.
I think paladin is a little more badass.
More his speed.
Yeah. Okay, right, where are you putting your stats?
Well, the number one, I think, has to be charisma.
18?
Yep.
18.
Second one, I'd say strength. He's got to carry all the presents.
17?
Yep.
Okay.
Next one, I'd say constitution probably.
So that's 15?
Yep. Yeah. Lowest I'd say is dex because he's a big fat guy.
11.
He's not going to be very nimble.
11, yeah.
And then the other two, what are the other two? 14 and
15.
I'd say 15 on wisdom, 14 on intelligence.
Incredible.
Because he needs to be wise enough to put the right people on the naughty list.
That's good. Okay, you got Santa, paladin, charisma, strength, con, dex, wisdom, and intelligence sorted with crazy high rolls, which make complete sense for Santa Claus.
Oh yeah,
I think.
Definitely.
What is his AC and hit points?
Okay, so hit points. I feel like he'd have a lot of hit points.
200, 300?
I'd say 200 works.
200 HP.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say he won't be wearing armor because he's wearing his red suit. But maybe without wearing armor, he has like what's it called?
Unarmored defense.
An unarmored defense of say like 15 or 16 or something. Well, based on his con, I suppose. No, dex.
Yeah, it depends on his class, but paladin wouldn't get that. But like I said, with his suit, I'd say a 15 or a 16 is standard.
Let's say 15
yep.
AC because we're giving him the benefit of the doubt.
And he's got a lot of health, so he doesn't need a crazy high AC.
Exactly. All right. So with that, does he have a weapon?
I'd say his sack of presents is his weapons. I'd say that.
So weapon, sack.
Or he could have a martial giant candy cane.
Okay.
And then as for more ranged attacks, he could have in his sack. Every time he pulls out a present and throws it at you, you roll a 1d6 for its effect.
Ranged throw. I'm gonna put now. Right. So before we go into so sack of presents. What's his stats for that?
I'd say
range throw is 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Not much.
Oh, 1d6 for the effect.
Okay.
So I'd say those effects could be anything from frightening. Let's say if there's a jack-in-a-box in a present.
Okay, right.
Frighten an enemy. One could be.
Well, let's get that one for a minute. Sack of presents or candy cane as martial and.
So martial would be the candy cane.
Yep.
So that would be on his strength modifier, and if we say his proficiency bonus is, let's say, a +3 or +4, and his strength modifier would be +3, so he'd have like a +6 or 7 to hit.
Okay, so 1. Well, not 1. What could the candy cane be?
For damage.
Yeah, we're working out his damage here.
Maybe 1d8, 1d10, same as a longsword.
1d10 plus 5 then.
+3.
+3.
For his strength.
Okay, and then the sack of presents. Lower?
Yeah, so that could be. He could still have proficiency with this, so to hit, it would only be, let's say, a +4, I believe.
+4.
I can't remember what his dex was.
His dex is 11.
Yep, so let's say his proficiency bonus is 4. So it'd be +4 to hit if he threw that at you.
Oh, okay, if he throws it at you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And what is the data? So what is it, 1D or 2D?
So if a present hits you, it could just be a measly 1d6.
Okay, yeah. 1d6 plus 4 for a sack of presents. Candy cane is 1d10 plus 3. And a range throw is 1d6 with effects. Is that
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so spells.
Ooh.
Now, we can customise these because it's Santa Claus.
Well, exactly.
Let's give him 3 spells.
3 spells. I think he needs some kind of, not raise dead, but like a fine steed.
Okay.
To summon a horse, but it would summon a reindeer.
Okay, summon spell. And it's a reindeer.
Mm-hmm. And whether that reindeer could help or just help him fly away.
Yeah, I reckon it will have... I'm sure there's a deer stat.
Oh, yeah, there is a reindeer stat.
Deer stat, and that can allow him to in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, second spell?
Second spell, maybe... Should we give him a healing spell?
Yeah, I mean, this is a guy you're going to fight.
Yeah.
Would he be healing against you? Healing himself?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Some kind of spell to heal himself. Even if it's just a kind of description where he opens one of his own presents, so less of a spell, more of an ability.
Spirit of Christmas.
Oh, I like that.
Spirit of Christmas. Okay. And it does like every time you hurt him,
mm-hmm.
every time you do 30 damage, he heals for 15.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah?
Yep. So I think the next one, if we call it something like naughty or nice, if he casts it on you, your alignment, depending on your alignment, determines what kind of damage you take. If you fail a save, for example, if you're evil, you might take radiant damage, or if you're a good character, you might take necrotic damage.
Okay. Right, and how much is that?
So
it's got to be big. He hasn't got any attacks here.
I feel like that's his big one.
Let's do like 6d10 or something.
6d10, yeah, and half on a successful save.
Yeah.
And maybe that could be the recharge one, so every time he does it, he has to roll a 5 or a 6 on a d6.
Nice. Okay. That will do. I mean, it's not crazy powerful, but that will do for now. Legendary actions.
So,
He's got to have legendary actions.
Yeah, I think legendary resistance has to be one. 3 of those.
Okay.
Where if you're a new player, I believe it's called legendary resistance or legendary something like that. Where if you fail a save, you can choose to succeed instead 3 times.
Okay.
I
reckon say he's got 3.
Mm-hmm.
For his second one.
Yeah.
Obviously, he'll have a multi attack with the candy cane.
Yeah.
But he can also, without he'll be able to do a ranged throw.
Mm-hmm.
Without a what's it called? Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
so maybe one of his legendary actions is a multi-attack where he does 2 attacks with a candy cane and 1 throwing.
Yeah.
1 present.
Yeah. Cool.
And
third
then
one?
a third one. A third legendary action. Do we want it to be something to heal himself because he's not got that yet?
He's got the spell. He's got a spell, but maybe he can.
Or he's got the resistance.
Yeah, he's got the resistance. Maybe the third one is that he can Misty Step. We'll call it like I don't know, Kris Kringle Step or something.
Nice.
And he can Misty Step, but only behind the player.
I like that.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Is that just free? Just a free legendary action?
Free action each turn.
Each turn. I like that.
Okay. Cool. All right. And then what we got here? All languages. He's got to know all languages to give kids presents.
Yeah.
All damage and condition resistances except the tears of a child is what I wrote.
Oh, okay.
I like the idea of that.
I do like that. Yeah.
So, like, if you've got magical weapons, fine.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think it's going to beat him as the tears of a child being upset.
I like that.
What else has he got? I was thinking true sight. I put high passive perception.
Oh yeah, he definitely needs ones like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't really know what
I think that's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Okay, why? This is the last question for this episode because we're going into part 2. Why are the party fighting him?
So they could be either, let's say, Santa Claus or Father Christmas has turned evil, turned rogue.
Yeah.
Or even let's say he has given up on Christmas. He's not gone evil, but he's fed up with being taken for granted, so he just stops and the party has to go on a quest to find out what's going on. And when they find him, he tells them to piss off and they're annoyed with him.
Okay.
Or as an evil party, you could have them just want to ruin hope in the world by eliminating Father Christmas.
Perfect. Okay, well, seems like a short episode, maybe a bit slow because we're going back and forth. but it makes sense for episode 2.
Oh.
So, today's adventure is sadly coming to a close. We're back again next week, or literally in a couple of hours, and with the topic, why is it when Mum kisses Santa Claus, people write songs about the occasion, but when my Uncle Gary kisses Mum, the family divides and I have to split my time across the holiday period. And as always, thank you for tuning in, and if you like joining on the D&D action, then please follow us on Instagram and TikTok at How to Play D&D, or check out the link in our bio to join our Discord server. And for BTS sessions, bloopers, blogs, early access episodes, and even live Q&As where I come down your chimney and see how you're doing at night, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/howtoplayd&D. I've been Connor Kinsey.
I've been Lewis McCaffery.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.